So this video is about the LilyGo T-Display S3 Pro, a really compact, fully functional and full-featured pack IoT display board from LilyGo, and in this video I'll be talking about all the aspects of this product straight from its unboxing, the overview of the product, the specifications of it. Then further we'll learn how to use this board with the help of Arduino IDE, how to flash the factory firmware back to this device, and in the end we'll be concluding this video talking about what kind of projects you can make using it. So let's quickly start with the unboxing of this product. So that's how you'll receive the product in the traditional LilyGo casing with the product name and image on the top and all the sides completely blank. So let's open it up. So in the box we get to see the Display S3 Pro, and that's it. That's the minimal unboxing, and now let's have a look over the product overview. So this product comes with the 2.33-inch IPS LCD display with 220 by 480 pixels, and it got a complete capacitive touch panel on it, and also we have a touch button at the bottom. On one of the side we get to see the LilyGo branding on the casing, and below that we get to see the button, which seems like a single button but it's actually two different buttons here. The top one is connected with the GPIO 12 and the bottom one is connected with GPIO 16. Now on the other side we have another set of buttons, which is a reset button on the top and a boot button on the bottom. Now on the back we get to see a flashlight, and below that we have a camera hole. Now this product comes with two different variants, one is with camera and other without camera. As of now we have the with camera version with us. Now on the bottom side we get an SD card connector, a on-off switch, two GST connector and a Type-C port for programming, charging the battery, and also it supports OTG. On the top we get to see this grill, and that was the complete overview about this product. Now before talking about the powerful specification of this product, let me thank my sponsor of the video first. So this video is sponsored by NextPCB, using which you can get delivered 5 PCBs in India at somewhere around 100 rupees per PCB. So NextPCB is one of the most experienced PCB manufacturer company in China, which is working since 15 years now. So here to order the PCB, you just need to upload the Gerber file of your PCB project, and here on the platform they have an amazing Gerber viewer using which you can visualize your PCB file and also turn on and off the particular layers on it, and along with this you can also select the ruler to get the dimension of your PCBs in real time. Now here you can also visualize the real-time DFM report, and you can download it as well to see if there is any issue with your design, which you can rectify before placing your order. Then you need to select the number of PCBs. Well, here the minimum quantity is 5 pieces, and select the color masking. I will select the green one here, and after that you will get a price calculator on the right hand side that will tell you about the total cost. So here it will cost me around $12 if I select the manufacturing time as 24 hours, but if you are not in hurry you can select the 48 hours time slot, which will reduce the price of the PCBs a lot. And then here we have couple of shipping options available, in which DHL is the fastest one, but again if you are not in hurry you can select the 4PX shipping option that will reduce the shipping charges as well. And now the total price comes around $6.6 US, which is around 110 rupees per PCB, which is really affordable. So I'll be leaving away all the necessary links down in the description of this video, so do check them out, and maybe you can try NextPCB for your next PCB order. And now let's get back to our video. Now talking about the specifications of this product, then this product is based on ESP32S3R8 chipset, which is based on dual core Extensa LX7 microprocessor clocked at 240 MHz, and this version has built-in 8 MB of PS RAM in it. Along with this, it has built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 5 support. This board comes with built-in 16 MB of flash memory in it, and we can program it with both Arduino and MicroPython. It also got a built-in LTR553 ALS, which is a light and proximity sensor. Now on the website it says an option of MPU9250 IMU is also available, so I'm not sure whether the model which I'm having has built-in IMU in it or not. And yeah, those were the complete specifications of this board, and now let's just power it up and let's see what we get in the built-in factory firmware. So Okay, so this is the iOS theme. You can see I can swipe right and swipe left, and I can see a lot of icons here, but don't take it wrong, not all the icons and not all the apps are in working condition. Okay, for example, I can't touch the call icon, can't touch the message icon, can't touch the Safari app store, nothing, no icon is working here. Now what is working in this is, first of all, the settings icon. So I can go inside the settings and I can go to about the machine, where I can see all the details about the machine, like the name of it, its version, its memory and everything. I can swipe to go back, and I can go on to date and time, and I can change all the settings. Okay, I can again swipe and I can go to the Wi-Fi option, and I can not only turn on the Wi-Fi from here, but what is more interesting is I can connect to any Wi-Fi router available nearby using this same LilyGo T-Display S3 board. For example, this is the router of my studio, so I'll click here, and as you can see, the fully functional QWERTY keypad appears on the screen. It's very tiny though, it's very difficult to type it, but yeah, it is functional. So let me type out the password of my Wi-Fi router quickly. Perfect, that's the complete password. I'll click on the connect button and it will connect to the Wi-Fi router at my studio. And yeah, I can swipe to go back, and I can go to the Bluetooth. Oh, I can't go to the Bluetooth. I don't know why the Bluetooth option is not accessible, but yeah, and we can use the home button to go into the home page. Okay, this is kind of a back button, so yeah, button is also functional. And second functional thing is the camera application. So I can touch on this camera icon, and as you can see, the camera turned on, and I can see through the camera viewfinder. Okay, and I can also click on the camera button to take a photo, but for that I need to insert the SD card, so I'll let you know just in a while. So let's go back and see what else is functional here. So as you can see, the Wi-Fi icon appears, which means it is successfully connected to our Wi-Fi router. Then I can swipe down and I get this kind of control center where you can see the Wi-Fi is turned on. And what is functional here is I can control the brightness of this display. So this is a complete brightness slider similar to one which we get in our iOS on our iPhone. Okay, so only this thing is working, and other than that everything is non-functional. So now let me insert the SD card and show you the working of this camera application. And once we have the SD card, we can also access this photos icon and photos application. So let me show you that quickly. Okay, so I have an 8 GB SD card. So first of all, I'll turn off this product or turn off this display using this button, and I will insert the SD card at the bottom side in the SD card slot like this. And now I will power this device up. Just wait for it to boot up completely. Okay, it boot up. Now let's just decrease the brightness a little bit to clearly visualize it in the camera. And now I can open the camera application, and now let's just click some photos. So I will click the photo like this. Okay, one photo click. Let's just click another photo from here. Okay, so I click 2 photos. I'll go back to the home page, and now let's go back to the home page, and now I can go to the photos folder. And now as you can see, this photos folder is completely accessible, and we can see all the data stored in the SD card along with the photos that we took. Okay, so let's just open this photo up. Okay, so as you can see, this is the photo which I clicked right now. Now here I can't zoom it in. Okay, but yeah, I can visualize that photo here. And I have also took some photos previously. Let me just show you that. Okay, so this is of my 3D printer, and this is of my, yeah, again a 3D printer, and this is of my logo. I can't zoom it again, but yeah, this is the working demo of the camera application and the photos folder, and that's all we get in the built-in firmware, which is pretty awesome.
Okay, so now I'll let you know how to program this T-Display S3 Pro with the help of Arduino IDE, but please follow all these steps carefully, otherwise you'll be landing up on a lot of errors, and then you'll only say, "Sir, nathi chaltu, sir, I'm getting a lot of errors, it's not working." So please stay focused on the screen and follow all the steps which I'm performing right now. So first thing is you need to have the ESP32S3 board installed in your computer, and for that in your Arduino IDE into preferences you need to have this particular URL pasted. Okay, I'll be providing this URL in the description somewhere. So just paste that URL here, click on OK once again, and then you need to go to tools, then into boards, and then into boards manager. And here you just need to type out ESP32 and you need to install this ESP32 boards package from Espressif Systems. In my case, I have installed the version 2.0.10. I'll click on the close button. That was the first step to install the boards. Second step is to get all the necessary libraries for using this particular board, and for that you need to go to the GitHub page from LilyGo. I will provide providing its link as well in the description, and here you can just click here and click on the download zip button. Now this zip file contains all the necessary things to use this board. Maybe it's necessary libraries, necessary example codes for Arduino IDE, and also the factory firmware that we can flash to get back the original firmware. And here is that zip file, and these are all the folders available. So you need to go to the lib folder, or we can say the library folder, and make sure you copy all the things including this lv_conf.h file. Just copy everything and then go to documents, into your Arduino folder, then into libraries. Okay, so document Arduino into libraries, and here you need to paste all those libraries. If you have those libraries already installed, you can just replace them to get the specific version provided by LilyGo itself. So in my case, I pasted all the folders including this lv.conf.h file. That's the very important step that you have to do, and now you are good to go to start uploading the example codes provided. So I'll again go to the zip file that I have downloaded, and here I can go to the examples folder, and here are all the example codes provided by this company to easily get started with this board. Okay, so let's just start with the very basic, the first example code, which is to adjust the backlight. Okay, so here is the code. Now you need to do a couple of more configuration to successfully upload the code, and here are all those configurations. So here first of all you need to select the board as ESP32S3 development board. Upload speed will be this, and you can just check out all the configuration which I have done in my computer, and just make sure you have exact same configuration done on your computer as well before hitting the upload button. The necessary changes are you need to select the flash size as 16 MB and the partition scheme also as 16 MB and the PSRAM as OPI PSRAM. These are the very important parameters to be set, but still you can go through this and just follow all the same parameters. After that, just select the right COM port. Now I already connected this display board with the Type-C cable with my computer, and now I can hit the upload button. And now if you have followed all the same steps that I followed, your code will definitely get uploaded successfully. And it's done uploading, and now on the display, as you can see, it says brightness, oh, it's 0 now. Okay, brightness is 16, and okay, it's 0. And as you can see in the camera, you can see the proximity sensor blinking. Now this is the same sensor which we have in our smartphones as well. Okay, so this is a very basic example code to increase and decrease the brightness automatically, and with this we can come to know that all the configurations are done successfully, all the libraries are installed successfully, and we are able to upload the code. Now let's try out other example code and let's see what we got. So we have the Arduino GFX Hello World example code that will simply print Hello World on your screen. Then we have the LVGL benchmark code as well. So let's just try to upload this code and see if this works or not. So I'll maximize this, and as I've done all the configurations before, so I'll straight away hit the upload button. Okay, so this code is also uploaded, and I get to see this kind of animation on my screen. I don't know what it is, but it's a very random animation that I get to see on my display, and I can't do anything here. Nothing is working, but yeah, the code is uploaded. This was a sample example code for LVGL benchmark test. So this is kind of a benchmark test by LVGL in which they are trying different widgets, different shapes, different images, and they're checking if everything is working as expected or not. So this is kind of a benchmark example. So this is also working fine. Now let's try out some interesting examples. So I'll go to this camera shield example, and let's see if this camera shield example works on our board or not, because our board already got built-in camera in it, so it should work, I think. So I'll straight away hit the upload button and let's see. Okay, so the camera example code is also uploaded, and yes, I get to see the live footage from the built-in camera of this device. Okay, so it is oriented like this, but yeah, the orientation is not perfect. The orientation doesn't seems to be okay. But yeah, I'm able to see the live streaming from this camera. Well, it's a very low resolution camera. It's a 0.3 megapixel camera, so we can't expect much from this. But yeah, it is a very low latency, and yeah, I can see the flashlight is also turned on here. So this is the camera shield working, and well, it do have some other interesting example codes as well. Let me show you that. Okay, so we have the capacitor touch. Now this, of course, as the name suggests, it is used to test the capacitor touch panel on it. But what is more interesting is, let me just try uploading this code. So this has a multi-touch pad on it. So it not just supports the single finger touch, rather it can help us to recognize the multi-finger touch as well with the help of the example code. Let me show you that quickly. Okay, so here the code is successfully uploaded, and if I open the serial monitor in this case, There's nothing in the serial monitor. Let's just try to touch. Okay, so if I touch here, as you can see, I get to see the coordinates of my first finger touch, and also I can see the coordinates in the display itself. And as I move, the coordinates will change. Pretty common, pretty obvious as well. But here, if I put 2 fingers, as you can see, I get to see 2 different kind of coordinates. If I put 3 fingers like 1, 2, 3, I get to see 3 different coordinates. If I put 4 fingers like 1, 2, 3, 4, I get to see 4 different coordinates as well. So this display, this touch panel supports multi-touch as well. This is a very interesting feature to see and very interesting example code to visualize this as well. Now another interesting example code here is this USB HID example. Okay, so I'll open this up quickly. Now as we already saw in the overview and the specification part of this product that the USB Type-C port that given here also supports OTG. Now when we hear OTG, it feels like this device can be connected with a smartphone and we can control it, like we can use it as a mouse or keyboard, but this is a different kind of example code. Now let me just try to hit the upload button while explaining you. So in this example code, now I can connect an external mouse to this device and I can control this device with the help of that mouse, which is pretty crazy, right? So let's just wait for this code to get uploaded and I'll show you the practical demo of it. Okay, so the code is successfully uploaded and we get to see this kind of things on our display, which is kind of a basic LVGL demo kind of code, but trust me, it is a bit different. So what I'll do now is I'll remove this USB cable. Okay, and now what I will be doing is I have this USB Type-C to normal USB kind of converter. Then I have a USB dongle, that kind of a receiver for this wireless mouse. Okay, so what I'll do now is I will connect this Type-C converter to this and insert the USB receiver into this device. It's very difficult to do it single-handedly. So I will turn this device on now, and now I can put this device here, and if I take the mouse, as you can see, I am able to control that cursor with the help of the mouse, and I can also click on the button or click on the toggle button as well. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of an OTG feature provided in this TE Display S3, in which we can connect the external mouse via this OTG cable and can control the device with the help of the mouse. A super interesting feature, isn't it? And that is one more super duper interesting feature and interesting example code, probably the last example code which I'll be trying out here in this video. And I will try out the cell phone example code and I'll open this up now. Now the cell phone example code is the same example code which comes pre-installed in this TE Display S3 Pro, kind of an iOS theme you can say. So I'll straight away hit the upload button and now let's just try to get back that iOS theme in our TE Display. Now as you can see, I got an error while uploading the code, and do you know why this error is coming? Well, it's because currently it is running the OTG on it, and this device is assuming that the cable connected to it is kind of an OTG device, but no, we need to upload the code. And now to make this device go back to the upload mode or the boot mode, we just need to press this button combination. First of all, let me tell you that the top one, like these are the two buttons, the top one and the bottom one. The top one is the reset button and the bottom one is the boot button. Now here what we need to do is we need to press and hold the boot button and then we need to press the reset button. Okay, so we need to first press the boot button, then press the reset button and release both the buttons simultaneously. And now as you can see, the screen is blank. It means that this is now inside the boot mode, or we can say the download mode. Okay, so now I can hit the upload button and now I can be sure that the code will get uploaded. And it's done uploading, and now I'll reset this board. So now I got my iOS theme back, so I can swipe. Okay, I can swipe left, swipe right. I can open the camera, hopefully. Yeah, I can open the camera and this is a perfect orientation. And yeah, we got our basic built-in firmware back. But this was with the help of the Arduino code, and it took a lot of time to compile and to upload and stuff like that. But there is another method to get the built-in factory firmware back without waiting for a longer time for compiling the code. So now let me show you that process of flashing back the factory firmware with the help of the flash download tool. So now to flash the factory firmware using the flash download tool, you need to have your Windows system. The flash download tool is not available for Mac system as of now. So in your Windows system, you need to have this flash download tool.exe file. I'll leaving away its download link down to the description of this video. You just need to double click on it to run it. Now here we'll select the chip type as ESP32S3, work mode as develop and load mode as UART. Click on OK and it will open up a window like this. Now here you need to click on these three dots and you need to move to the folder where you have downloaded the tDisplayS3 zip file from the GitHub repository. Here you can go to firmware and here you can go to the v1.1 and here you can select the factory.bin file. Address will be 0 and you need to just check mark this box. After that, make sure you connected this display with your computer and just select the right COM port. And first you need to click on the erase button that will erase the built-in code or any firmware file. And as you can see, it shows finished. That means it successfully erased the firmware. And now it will start flashing the factory firmware into our device. Okay, so it got successfully flashed. It was a faster process as compared to the one which we have done in the Arduino IDE. So now I'll just click the reset button here. And as you can see, I got that that iOS theme back on this display. Okay, it got the focus. So I got that iOS theme back and that is the built-in the factory firmware. And I can swipe and I can go to settings and everything. I can open the camera as well. Let's just try it out. Okay, so that's the camera. And yeah, everything is working pretty fine. Everything is working as it came from the factory directly. And that was the simplest method to get the factory firmware back. So those were all the necessary things that you need to know to easily get started with this amazing IoT device. And now I would like to conclude this video starting with its price point. So I definitely think the price point definitely justifies its features because it really got a lot of things built in which open up the possibilities of making a variety of projects. So if you ask me what kind of projects we can make using it, then well, it got a camera built in, it got an ESP32S3 chipset in it, so you can make the tiny ML projects quite easily because the S3 chips is really powerful. Second, it got amazing like super bright display with a multi-touch capacitive touch panel on it, so it opens up the possibilities of making some really interesting, attractive and interactive UI based projects for your product maybe. And well, it also got the support for OTG in it, using which you can connect the external mouse and keyboard and can increase the number of ways to interact with your project or product. And there are a lot of other things that you can do with this. So you just need this single device for doing a lot of AI and IoT based projects. So I really like this product and I hope you all like it too. And if it's so, well, do click the like button and also share this video with your friends or groups where people talk about IoT and electronics, because they all gonna love this video. They all gonna love this product for sure. And as always, I'll be linking away its purchase link down in the description of this video. So do check it out. And yeah, that being said, I am just ending this video here and now. Just wait for my next video. Until then, explore, learn, share with me, techiesms.